Back to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. If you need a roof, make sure you call Ireland Contracting. They're the best in the business. That's why they're #1 in Pittsburgh. 1-800-NEW-ROOF. That's the best way to get a hold of them. They can do roofs, they can do siding, they can do gutters, they can do windows, anything you need. You give them a call, 1-800-NEW-ROOF. Give us a call right now, 412-575-2600 on the Borders hotline. Right now we're talking about Pitt and their situation against Duke tomorrow, and maybe possibly thinking about a quarterback change if things don't go right with Pickett in this game. Paul says don't do it. I am kind of for it. On winning or losing this season.
I think I said don't do it until
you have to.
You really have to.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you don't want to have a short leash on a young kid and pull it out like that.
Yeah, I mean, I see both sides of this argument.
You're trying to build the kid's confidence, so there are little things you can do early in a game to try and get him going. You know, do that before you go the other way.
And then if you lose another game and you're out of the Coastal race, then you keep him in there for sure because he is your quarterback of the future. But if you have a chance to win the Coastal with the other guy, I say you make the switch. We're going to go back out to the phone lines and go out to Mark out in Carrick. What's up, Mark?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. Thanks for calling.
I agree with Paul completely. If you've seen the games where George Jr. was the quarterback for the Illini, I mean, you're looking at a guy that essentially was given every opportunity to be a starter and not only completed less than 50% of his passes, but he had 11 touchdowns and 15 interceptions. You know, the most popular guy in town is always the backup quarterback, but he's not going to be the answer to winning the Coastal. And if we're being candid, Pitt's chances of winning the Coastal are trivial compared to what it would do to cut down Pickett's confidence. And Pickett's the man for the future. You can't start getting finicky with the quarterback position here. I understand that, you know, you have an option there, but it's not really as rosy of an option as it looks. I mean, you really have to look into it. It's not the right option. Paul's right here.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a rosy option, Mark. I didn't say that. I'm saying I would look into it if you have a chance to win the Coastal and Pickett isn't getting it done. Maybe you make the change to spark this team. I understand the line hasn't played well, and he's been running for his life out there too. But this might give this team a spark maybe for 1 or 2 games, and you see what happens. I get Pickett's the guy of the future. I appreciate your call, Mark.
But
you made some good points.
The other thing is, a lot of times, you know, the coaches are watching every single rep in practice.
Yeah, more than
they're watching every
the
single thing that's going on, so they kind of know what Jeff George Jr. can do. Now, you know, of course, he's worked his way up to the backup quarterback spot, and there could be a time when they decide that they need to get more out of their passing game. But I don't think you're there yet. I think, you know, again, they run the ball well, and they play good defense like they did against Notre Dame. That's a formula they can win a lot of games with, especially, and they bring Pickett along slowly. Maybe all of a sudden, the last 2 or 3 games of the year, now he's really throwing the ball down the field, and, you know, he's confident. So you got to just kind of live with it right now and hope that he gets better every game.
Yeah, this isn't an offense, though, that can come back from a deficit. I mean, they have to play a close game because their bread and butter is running the ball with those 2 guys right now. I'd like to see more Wildcat right now before a quarterback change. All right, let's go back out to the phone lines, and we got Sack Man out in Moon Township. What's up, Sack Man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Thanks for calling.
Hey, Paul, big fan. I read your Twitter. Here's the question. I played college football, played D2, high school. I watch quarterback players come. Pickett does not have it, doesn't have the deep ball. I don't believe in Narduzzi. I think I'm a big Pitt guy. I hate Penn State. Narduzzi can't coach. And Pitt has to make a realization, do they want to play D1 football or not? Because Watson stinks as an offensive coordinator. It's just the whole program. I'm tired of watching Pitt lose, not putting money in the program. If you want to win, you got to be like Alabama, USC, Penn State, Ohio State. You're going to have to pay for players. That's the dirty little secret in D1 football. And if Pitt don't want to do it anymore with the Golden Panthers, we'll never see a winner at Pitt again. And I'm not. I was all hopped up on Narduzzi, but he can't coach and he stinks. He's an offensive coordinator, or defensive coordinator, but he's not a football coach.
Sackman, I appreciate the phone call, but A, I don't think you're going to see anyone cheating and risking going to jail now. And the other thing is the point against Narduzzi, you got to stick with this guy. You're stuck with him if you want to be good. You can't go through another coaching change.
No. I mean, at the very least, if things continue to go the way they are this year, maybe Heather Light calls him in and says you need to make some staff changes.
Yeah.
That is standard, but I mean the bottom line is I don't know whether Kenny Pickett has it or not, but for now he's your guy. So,
I mean, people in the program were saying he has a Heisman chance in the future and comparing him to Tim Tebow.
That was ludicrous. But here's the other thing that's probably a little part of why they've gone to Wildcat. If you remember early in the season, Kenny Pickett hurt his knee. And he's wearing a knee brace, so they probably don't want him running nearly as much as, so that's a big part of his game taken away, if you think about it. I mean, that was a big part of what made him dangerous against Miami last year. It wasn't so much that what he did in passing the ball, it was his quarterback runs and his, the read options and all that stuff. Well, if you remember, it was probably the second game of the year, maybe second game of the year. He twisted his knee pretty bad. Remember, he had and all that other stuff. Well, he's had a knee brace ever since, and really ever since, that quarterback run stuff has not really been a part of the game plan at all, which tells you he's probably not. They don't feel confident in him running because he's not at 100% yet. That's why they're using the Wildcat, but also that takes away a little bit of who he is and what he does well. Yeah,
because he was actually a run-first kind of mentality quarterback.
And if you take that away from him, now he's learning how to try and be a quarterback where he's just dropping back in the pocket and just dropping back and dropping back and dropping back. It's a different deal. It's a different deal. So I'm not saying he's a Heisman Trophy candidate, but he's your guy. And I think that they watch the other guys enough that they probably are pretty confident knowing that they've got the best that they've got right now. And they just got to try and figure out if they can, get them better every week.
Yeah, when you think about it, I mean, you can't when your number 2 guy is now your number 3 guy, Ricky Town, obviously you probably don't have a good situation. I know people are high on George, like Mark mentioned, from KDKA, the backup quarterback is everyone's favorite player in the city of Pittsburgh, just like Landry Jones at times and whoever else was the backup quarterback over the years. And I'm not calling for a change, but I'm saying if there's a chance that you need a spark to win the Coastal, maybe you do make that change just to give your team some confidence.
Obviously there comes a point, but I would say that you don't want to do that if you don't have to.
Yeah, because you could ruin.
I'm just saying you don't want to do that if you don't have to, but if you feel like he's the guy that can get you over the top.
All right, well, we're going to take a break here on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. When we come back, we got some Steelers talk. Back in a couple minutes.